안녕하세요, Megazoncloud. My name is David Iannacone, and I am the FSxN Worldwide Sales Specialist Leader at NetApp that works with all of the AWS storage specialists. And I have a team worldwide, 5 different managers, with about 35 people covering the globe, including APJ, as well as North America, South America, and Europe, and worldwide public sector. Nice to meet you.
Could you provide a comprehensive overview of your main service?
Sure, happy to do that. So our main service is FSxN, which is also pronounced FSx for NetApp ONTAP. Those customers that are aware of NetApp and using NetApp ONTAP in their data center. FSxN is a deployment in the AWS cloud, specifically in the AWS service catalog, in the storage category that comes underneath S3, EFS, and that's where you'll find FSxN. FSxN happens to be an AWS managed service with NetApp's operating system at the heart of it. So they provide the managed services wrapper on the platform for anyone that's using the AWS platform, any developer, any builder, any operator, and you don't have to use the marketplace to get access to FSxN. Again, it's in the actual service catalog.
How is NetApp actively participating in AWS reInvent this year?
Great question. So NetApp happens to have a very large booth, number 950, and we are right across from the main section where AWS is, in the middle of the center. We have a booth, we have plenty of demo stations. As a matter of fact, I believe we have somewhere in the neighborhood of about 100 different sessions in our theater over the past 4 days, which has been received very, very well. We've seen thousands of people come through our booth already. There's 57,000 people that are here at reInvent this year. That's what the numbers that we're being told. We have a number of customer testimonial sessions that were over at the Wynn Casino and Hotel, as well as a number of them over here. And lots of demos going on, and a lot of customers that have come in for executive briefings that we've held either here or over in the Palazzo Towers.
In comparison to last year, have there been any notable upgrades or changes to your service?
Yes. As a matter of fact, we had 2 big announcements at this particular reInvent. On Sunday and Monday, we announced 2 specific things. One thing that will help all of our customers that have very large, complex workloads that need to scale for high-performance compute applications. So when you think about those high-performance compute, you need a lot of resources. And so for customers that were starting out doing some basic general file shares and self-managed databases and disaster recovery, right, archiving, etc. Those customers that want to do more complicated workloads in specific financial service applications, or I'll even go as far as saying automotive manufacturing, media and entertainment. We now, with this scale-out announcement, can support those more complicated workloads. And the other announcement that we made was VPC peering capability for VMware customers that are in a data center that want to migrate to AWS VMC proposition. They can now do so at a much more cost-effective manner. Those were our 2 biggest announcements.
I see. Well, if there is one aspect of your service that you would like to highlight, what would that be then?
That's a great question. So I think when you start to look at all the different use cases that FSxN can support, and I think I named a couple of them already, right? So the first is general file share. The second is the fact that we can support those customers that are managing their own databases in the cloud. The other one is the fact that we provide what I would call a simplified business continuity type of approach and service, or set of capabilities. So for things like backup archiving and disaster recovery, as well as some of the other things that start to get more sophisticated, which are application modernization initiatives, where we actually have an integration into AWS EKS, right, which is a container-based service, and we provide persistent storage on the back of the EKS that allows developers that are working with that platform to have a much better developer experience. And then, of course, those very large migrations that we talked about with VMware, anything that's NetApp in the data center, obviously, but VMware and SAP. So those are the big ones that I would say are the most important for our customers to understand. And for Megazon Cloud and with AWS and NetApp partnering together, it's a really strong story.
How does AWS reInvent contribute to fostering innovation and driving growth within your company?
That's a really good question. And I'll say it's a really good question because when you think about the fact that there's 57,000 people here, and I consider them all to be Amazonian because they're here to work with Amazon, and we're here to work with us and all the other partners like Megazone Cloud. It brings people together to start thinking about business challenges that customers have versus just infrastructure that we're selling together in partnership. We look at the business challenge, we try to work backwards from those business challenges, and we solve those customer problems with FSxN, and then it provides a whole bunch of different outcomes. So we're working in a little bit of a different way than we have before, and that's how we work with AWS, and that's how we work with Megazone Cloud.
Awesome. Thank you for your precious opinion.
Thank
you
you
for your time for the interview.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you as well. Thank you.